Right, Unity Cup is all over. Ghana, you're placing third. And all her finals, I said the enemies for Echo, I think it's a well-deserved final. And Jamaica, and in Nigeria, 80 at the young time one and Yasim Ketwa. Now, Yako highlight no, said the enemies for Echo, Messer or Baswa. Subscribe, like it, leave it or comment or comments as well. Say no who game no, not a good game, not a deserve it as final, and as not in deserve it. For comment, to comment section what me na encommode intimi enkoye yen check highlight no.
We will take the first one. Well, both these nations are hoping to go on and qualify for next year's World Cup. They both still have plenty to do in that, but occasions such as this will help with those preparations perhaps. It has the feeling of a championship, doesn't it? There is silverware at stake, of course, at the end of this. Well, we're still no nearer knowing which of them will be lifting that Unity Cup. But it's an eventuality, I'm sure, that both have prepared for. Steve McLaren was busy issuing the instructions, determining the order in which his players will take the penalties. We saw two really contrasting spot kicks from them in the semi-final. A Penenka from Palmer and a powerful one into the top corner from Richard King, who is still out there and will take one, I'm sure. He did in that Premier League playoff final just 8 days ago as he finished on the winning side of the Cavalier. He stepped up actually and took the first kick in that particular shootout. We're passing on the instructions as well to the two goalkeepers, Stanley Wabali and Shekan Davis, who came on to face those penalties in that domestic final. He replaced Tafari Chambers, who played 120 minutes. It was a change that ultimately proved in vain. Davis will hope for rather greater success tonight. So they're all ready, and it will be Richard King who's going to take the first penalty, just as he did last week in that cup final. Scored from the spot in the semi in stoppage time to win it for Jamaica, to get the better of Trinidad and Tobago. That was his first international goal. He is going to take the opening penalty here up against Stanley Wabali in that Nigerian goal. And he scores emphatically again. It's a really good penalty. No mistake from King. Setting the tone, he will hope. The centre-back is something of a specialist in these sort of situations. Didn't give himself a lot of margin for error with where he put it, but ultimately it was perfect. He scored a penalty or two down the years, hasn't he? Ivan Toney watching on. So first up for Nigeria here will be their substitute Kelechi Iheanacho. Hasn't been on too long. Iheanacho also scores. Went the same way. Again, the goalkeeper went the other way. And it's all square in the shootout. I enjoyed that one. Took his time but kept his composure. So Davis the wrong way. So Isaac Hayden next up. Sent forward by Steve McLaren to take their second penalty. Isaac Hayden also scores. This time the goalkeeper went the other way, but dived out of the way. And it's 2-1 Jamaica. Smile on the face of Isaac Hayden. He's a relative newcomer to this Reggae Boys team. He certainly enjoyed this competition. In both the games. So Moses Simon, who started the scoring today, Nigeria's most experienced international on the field, is going to step up to take the next one. Must have thought when he put his team in front 10 minutes into the game that it might have been a much more straightforward evening than it's developed into. There was a little bit of pressure on his penalty. Simon scores. Good penalty so far. Well, the goalkeeper has been able to guess right yet. Slow and steady run up. And also into the corner for 2-2. Ravel Morrison to take. Only recently recalled to the international setup this week at short notice by Steve McLaren. He's the next to take on Wabali. Morrison from the spot, also scores into the corner. They remain perfect so far. This time the goalkeeper did go the right way, but he couldn't get to it. Had to be right into the corner. I thought because he'd gone the right way that he might have got to that, but it was excellent from Ravel Morrison. His part is played. Okadare next up. Wonderful season he's had in front of goal in Belgium again. Scored 21 times in their top flight. He's over the next one. And also scores in off the post this time. Well, again, nobody leaving much margin for error, but nobody making an error so far. The stakes just rise that little bit more for every player that steps forward after every successful kick. Dwayne Atkinson. Now he was a title winner with Cavalier in that penalty shootout last week. In for just his fourth cap today, taking their fourth penalty. And he's hit the bar. The first to miss from the spot. Dwayne Atkinson can't convert for Jamaica, and that could be so costly. Teammates go across to console him. That will hurt. It didn't miss by much. Off the top of the bar and behind from Atkinson. He was taken off before that penalty shootout last week in the Jamaican Premier League. He couldn't convert, so it's advantage Nigeria. If they can from this one, Onyemaechi does so emphatically, and they're one kick away. Thumped in from the fullback for 4-3 Nigeria on penalties. The next one has to go in to give Jamaica any chance. See how much it means, can't you? Roar of relief as much as anything may be. The captain to assume responsibility for this. Amari Bell has to score, or the Reggae Boys are beaten. Spoke this week about the great honour of being afforded that captain's armband. Can he keep them in contention in the penalty shootout? Amari Bell does score with a measure of composure. A precise penalty. He didn't necessarily opt for the power, but he picked his spot. Forces Nigeria to win it from the spot. The next kick could be the crucial one. If it goes in, Nigeria win the Unity Cup. Bell just applying that little bit of pressure. Played his part, but there is no more now that they can do. Unless this doesn't go in. Christantos Uche, on his international debut, is the one who places down the potentially decisive penalty. Pressure on his shoulders, certainly. Mr. Win it. Uche does score, and Nigeria win the Unity Cup. On debut, he scores from the spot to settle the shootout. And the Super Eagles have done it. They've done it the hard way, but they have the trophy. Still, there's never been any other name on the Unity.
All right, so highlights no era wunya bia o hwe ya ebusia is very sad. E wo be Ghana ya place third there, but a group ye ne Nigeria na say in a tournament ye ne Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. Na Ghana a place third position. I don't get it. But all the same, this particular tournament there yenya some positives e wo mu anya hwekra no ya benya obi a wayi ne ho ama obi a say ball no odimbo, which is Caleb Yurenchi. Abrante they say obi ama ne thumbs up honom obi te say Abrante Esel or so obi agya to say Abrante no a fantastic player. I mean all good for Blasters players. I mean the new ones na mo buy Edmomo anya hwekra no yesa enya the return of Felix Ohene Afnejan I know so no yebeka say so I think say this tournament omo put things together ema tournament we eba so no o see praise omo na yebo maba so abusia fa wadwenkyere eto comment section ema me medin Kobe and I'll be to my friend Kobe Finest is abishia.